Here I am explaining a long PN sequence how it is generated. Long code shift register is generating 1.2288 megachips per second, and it is ended with public long code mask some key, that is nothing but 32-bit ESN. What is ESN? Uh, it is a subscriber number. Now XOR sequence will result in 1.2288 megachips per second, that is nothing but user long code sequence. So each mobile station uses a unique user long code sequence generated by applying mask based on its 32-bit electronic serial number. ESN is electronic serial number to 42-bit long code generator, which is synchronized with CDMA system during the mobile station initialization. Generated 1.2288 megachips per second requires 41 days, 10 hours, 12 minutes and 19.46 seconds to complete. So once it is generated, it will not be broken. So that's why in traffic and power control information, long PN sequence is generated. So highly secured. It is XORed with channel, paging channel and traffic and power control information. So here are CDMA channels. As I said, forward channels are there and reverse channels are there. They are separated by 80 megahertz apart, and this works in a duplex mode to 1.25 megahertz bandwidth. Forward link and forward link is known as downlink. Reverse link is called as uplink. Same process as you learnt in GSM. CDMA forward channels are also 1.25 using megahertz. In the coding channel, every individual zeros and ones contained in either CDMA forward channel or reverse channel. These code channels are characterized by mathematical codes. Code channels in the forward link are pilot. The types are pilot channel, sync channel, synchronization channel, paging channel, and forward traffic channels. Coding channels in the reverse link are access and reverse traffic channels. So this is some terms and definitions. Every forward or reverse channel is 1.25 megahertz. So these are two CDMA systems, CDMA 1, CDMA 2000. How actually forward channel works, this is very interesting. So as I said, there are 64 wall sequences are there. Vals 0 is fixed for pilot, vals 1 is fixed for paging. So other sequences rather than 1 to 7, vals 6, vals 11, vals 19, vals 20, 32. So at a time one paging sequence is actually selected. If vals 1 is selected, then others are also used for subscribers. So every subscriber is available, but only here vals 19 sequence is connecting with LED subscriber. So PN offset is 372. That is same with your handset and that at that side of the network. So vals 19 is selected. PN sequence is 372 and PN offset is 116. That is the BTS identity. PN offset of 226 is not selected, 510 is not selected, only PN sequence of 372 is selected, and that is forwarded to vals 19. This is other side of the subscriber, vals 19 here and here also vals 19. Same sequence, vals 19 and vals 19 is transferred between two subscribers here. Though for this many BTSs are there, but only one BTS is selected, that is 116. That is PN offset, timing offset 116 is selected. So like this, only there are two subscribers with same Walsh codes can speak with each other. Short PN sequence, long PN sequence comparison is shown here. So this is the cell configuration. So all cells are in same color means everywhere it's a same frequency. CDMA architecture is quite same. You can see the same components are there, even interfaces are also same. All the databases are also same, but there are some different components which are used. Actually, CDMA system is having two different categories. Narrowband category, it is IS 95. IS means interim standard 1995. Our next version is IS 95V, JSTD 008. These are all the old CDMA one system. After 2000, it has been changed to wideband CDMA. Then now we are also using wideband CDMA, WCDMA. It's called as CDMA 2000 band. Long PN sequence and short PN sequences are very, very important. So this is the CDMA system architecture as just as shown. All same components are there, and even interfaces are also shown. This is CDMA network and its system architecture. This is a subscriber device. But some other important blocks are added in CDMA 2000 system. One is packet data network, packet core interface, and they have combined base station controller. BCS is nothing but base controller station or base station controller, one and the same. It's BSC only. BSC and RBS means radio base stations. Actually they are also called as base station systems. This is CDMA 2000 wireless systems. But some other systems blocks are also added. Here we added MPS based GPS, mobile positioning system, location based services, GPS, unified messaging and voicemail services, UM and VMS, email, voicemail, HLR and authentication centers are added. Base station system is same, MSC is same, PSTN is same, subscriber is same, but there is a one separate block, that is PCN, packet core network, to transfer inter-networking functions packet data, and inter-networking function is connected to PDN, public data networks, and GPS is coming through MPS, mobile positioning system for location services. There is one more block called as PPCS, prepaid calling services, VM and VMS services, and even to share the secret data, that is A key or PN sequence, that is known as SSD, shared secret data. Shared secret data is nothing but the sequence that is used by two subscribers when they want to talk with each other, because every call is available to all the users, but only two are selected. Why these two are selected and two are communicating? Because they will have SSD, shared secret data key. CDMA network and system architecture is having a base station subsystem, PLM and subsystems. Packet core network is having authentication, authorization, accounting server, and there is a home agent. Main task is to forward packets to desired STs. There is a PDSN packet data serving node to enable the IP addresses, temporary dynamic IP addresses wherever the subscriber moves. So PDN is connected with packet core network with AAA server. Home agents provides temporary IP address wherever the subscriber goes, and it is connected to IP network. And there is a PDSN supports packet data serving nodes. It's packet access points in your mobile, and that is connected to RAN. That RAN is consisting of nothing but base station systems. Base station systems consisting of BSC and RBSs. Then they are all these two, CRAN and PCN and PDN, are connected to the subscriber device, CDMA subscriber devices. How the CDMA network management system works. Here is a simple block diagram. MS is connected to base station systems by cables, optical fiber cables. Sonet network can be used. So this is how sometimes copper wires are also used with the T1, E1, J1 standards. T1 is American standard, E1 is European standard, and J1 is Japanese standard.